This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
As we go on the air, much of the world is offline right now, dealing with a massive IT outage. Internal and external systems across a variety of industries stopped working this morning. Many workers arrived to work to find their computers just wouldn't start. Good evening, I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Kelly Jackson. Here is what we know. Companies that use CrowdStrike to protect their computer systems from hackers and data breaches are being affected. A faulty software update caused the global disruptions for computers running Microsoft's Windows operating system.
So this is affecting several industries, including the airports. The FAA forced all flights to be grounded. American, Delta, and United all use CrowdStrike. And just about 3 hours ago, the agency lifted the order for Delta and United, so some flights have resumed.
Medical facilities, including hospitals, are impacted. SSM Health and BJC had to cancel some procedures this morning. Touchette Hospital in Cahokia Heights had to document cases by paper.
The Social Security Administration says local offices are closed. Some banks and ATMs are offline as well. So what is CrowdStrike?
It's an American cybersecurity technology firm that provides cloud protection, threat intelligence, and cyber attack response services. The company says the outage is not due to a cyber attack. Instead, it's the result of a software issue. The company's CEO says the issue has been identified and it's being fixed.
We know what the issue is. We're resolving and have resolved the issue now. It's recovering systems that are out there. And essentially, as you've talked about in the statement I put out, is the system was sent an update, and that update had a software bug in it and caused an issue with the Microsoft operating system.
We have team coverage today as we follow the developments with each of these industries.
Yeah, a lot to cover on this. The outage has caused issues for airlines nationwide, including some at Lambert St. Louis International Airport. Megan Kernan joins us live with how the outage impacted travel in our area. Megan.
Well, Kelly, many people are still waiting for their flight here in Terminal 1 after thousands of flights have been canceled and delayed. Now, we talked to several people who have been here for more than 12 hours, and we spoke to one woman earlier whose flight was delayed this morning to Miami, and she was supposed to catch a flight at 7 o'clock. She actually just came up and told me that her flight was completely canceled. So there's been a lot of that happening here in Terminal 1. Now, people traveling tell us it was a little chaotic this morning when people showed up to Lambert and found out their trip was delayed. The check-in counters were packed, and many people were concerned they weren't even going to make it to their destination. Many airlines, including Delta, United, and American, grounded flights nationwide due to the issue with the cybersecurity company CrowdStrike. An airport spokesperson tells us United experienced the most issues, but most of them have been resolved. The other airlines are no longer reporting major issues. One family we talked to is traveling to Montana. Their American Airlines flight was canceled this morning, which forced them to cancel several of their plans because they don't touch down until after midnight.
We had to rearrange different reservations that we already had, but we're going to Glacier National Park, and with that you have to have passes, and you're only allowed into the park on certain days at certain times. So it kind of puts a damper on what our plans were originally.
And our rental vehicle and places to stay
and getting refunds that you didn't anticipate.
Now, Southwest, which flies out of Terminal 2, wasn't impacted because they use a different system than CrowdStrike. Now, Lambert Airport also uses a different system, so the airport itself wasn't impacted, just the airlines. Now, I just checked FlightAware, and so far, more than 2,700 flights have been canceled, and more than 9,000 have been delayed here in the U.S. Reporting live at Lambert Airport, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
The outage is also impacting healthcare systems and medical care facilities. Our Justina Cornell dives into the complications and shares where they stand.
On Friday, the outage hit many companies, including hospitals, urgent cares, and pharmacies.
Mercy and OSF Healthcare tell 5 on your side they weren't affected, but Touche, SSM Health, and BJC Healthcare were impacted. SSM Health and Touche said before noon on Friday they were almost up and running. As for BJC Healthcare this morning, an alert said lab and radiology orders may not go through if physicians ordered them. On Facebook, it said appointments may take longer and wait times may be extended. Washington University's IT said it's made substantial progress as of noon. A St. Charles IT IT expert Ben Otten says this outage is worst case scenario.
Larger companies will definitely feel a big impact just because of the sheer number of systems that they're going to have to bring back online. But even for a smaller organization, it can be quite detrimental. A small clinic or an urgent care practice, not having access to those medical records has a real impact on, patient care.
The healthcare systems say that patient care and safety remain a top priority. Now, a cybersecurity expert tells me that if they were severely impacted, it could take days or weeks to recover. Justina Cornell, 5 on your side.
Today's global outage also forced Social Security offices in St. Louis and across the country to close for the day. 5 on your side's Robert Townsend continues our team coverage. He is live from downtown with that part of the story. Robert.
Hey there, Kelly. The parking lot at this Social Security office is usually packed, especially on a Friday, but not today due to the global IT outage.
They kept coming.
Get a proof of income.
And coming. Lots of seniors.
Why did you come here today?
Try to get a printout of my Social Security.
Veterans.
I need to get a war letter. I'm a Vietnam vet.
College students and more all trekked to the Social Security Administration office in downtown St. Louis for a variety of reasons.
Oh, my goodness sake.
But a disappointed Deborah Irving and the others walked up to the building and saw this note on the front door telling them the state agency was closed due to a global IT outage.
Ain't no way I could pay my rent because I have to prove that I get this stuff.
It was a worldwide problem.
Well, yeah. Well, the world ain't my problem.
This St. Louis University student came here for a Social Security card.
It is a big inconvenience. We have to again wait for another 3 days. Come back. We were in a hurry.
A few blocks away at the welfare office near Choteau and Compton in South City.
I'm a little bit frustrated.
A frustrated Lisa Bronner, just one of the many unable to get inside this building because the computers were down as a result of the massive tech outage.
I just dropped off some paperwork for them, and no, I'm going to have to come back and spend some time down here, at least 2 hours.
Back at the Social Security office.
I had an appointment today, and I didn't get a call to say it was canceled.
70-year-old Gil Davis took it all in stride, even though he had to catch a bus here.
What can you do? This is the world we live in now, so if you have no patience, I don't know what to tell you.
Now, the Social Security Administration is asking its clients to visit their website or call their toll-free number if they have any questions about services or the global outage. Meantime, a spokesman for the welfare office tells me their IT team is working diligently to get their systems back up and running. Live downtown, Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
And experts say the problem is fixable, but it requires some expertise. And it is impacting so many people, and it could last long past today. For the latest on the outage and a list of local organizations that are affected, just head to ksdk.com or the 5 on your side app.
A judge's order about the future of the Guaranteed Basic Income program in the city of St. Louis, what the ruling means for recipients.
And the latest on the Biden campaign, what the president is saying today as the calls for him to drop out of the presidential race get louder.